And this place has attracted more than 2 million visitors since its opening in 2017. You see the huge screen in front of you? It's called Connect Wall. It will display various images with the themes of movement, nature, and life. Hyundai Motor Company wants to communicate with the visitors through sensuous videos created by famous media artists from both domestic and international backgrounds. Our first stop is Showcase. The showcase will be open to everyone and will display various trends and highlights, such as schizophrenic cars, SUV types, and racing buses as well. So visitors can truly take a look inside and so before we enter, let me briefly introduce the beautiful sculpture here. I have a question. Do you think that's a headlight or taillight?
Headlight.
Yeah, actually, it's all from the taillights from the scrap cars. So this beautiful sculpture is called URC2, made by Korean artist Choi Ura. So the artist gave a new energy to the taillights from scrap cars, and they became a flaming little star diffusing light in all directions. So this beautiful sculpture embodies the artist's intention to express beauty of light through motion. And now, let's begin our main exhibition. And you please scan the green ticket. From there, you will have a chance to experience the entire process of an artwork being transformed into beautifully designed parts. Our first stage is plant, represents the manufacturing process of the parts. And our second stage is innovate. We will experience our safety and future technologies. And lastly, we're going to experience our design love. So let's move on to the that's the plant. So here we're at the still showcase. In this area, you can see the whole process. And all these armors are mostly imported from Brazil and Australia because they have a natural production and they have a high quality armor. And this is very special material called coat. The coats are used to help remove all the impurities mixing with this armor in the blood flow. And you can get these two kinds of papers. The left one is the master, and the right one is the advanced hydrogen. You can also check the different one. So which one do you think is more elastic and stronger?
This.
Actually, this one. The testing still is around 5 times stronger than the master, so it's mainly applied in the center pillar of the vehicle to protect the passengers. Also, the master is mainly applied in the back and front of the vehicles to absorb all the impact from the accident. On your right side, you can also see the steel scraps from the motor vehicle which have completed their life. Hyundai Motor Company is recycling more than 80% of the steel scraps and they reused in the building materials, heat, railroads, and so on. So we represent a zero waste loss is 0 to 0. And then the manufacturing process of the car will begin now. So before we begin the main process, we're going to watch a group of Hyundai Motor Company manufacturing robot perform a welcome show for you. Shall we move on? Can you make a show?
Yes.
Yeah. Please come this way. So this is the stamping process where the steel plates are cut and pressed under high pressure of 5,400 tons to form all the parts. You can actually operate the stamping machine using the touchscreen to make components. Would you like to try first? There are three parts: hood, fender, and back door. You can tap it with your finger. Just tap it.
해봐. 나 모르겠어.
Press the button below. Thank you. Harder, please. Thank you. And now you are watching the flat steel plate that's being transformed into 3D components. Can you imagine how heavy 5,400 tons is? It's about the weight of 1,100 elephants being pressed at the same time. Look at this. The foot you selected has been created. Or if you look at the top of the pot, you can also see an identical button. The Hyundai Motor Company is known for its world-class mold-making technology. So in the actual factories, those components are produced approximately one every 4 seconds. This is just an example, but the actual size of the stamping machine is really huge. And let's move on and see the welding effect. We're going to experience two different types of welding techniques: spot welding and laser welding. So touch either the front wall or back wall, and you can choose a welding area you want.
뭐 에바 안 꺼나?
This is called spot weld. So spot welding uses strong electric current to melt and join steel surfaces together like buttons on your shirts. So this spot welding takes up to more than 90% of the whole welding process. And depending on the type and make of the vehicles, more than 6,000 points of spot welds are used in each vehicle. You can also see the laser welding at the end, on the opposite side. The laser welding provides more clean finish than the spot welding, so it's mainly applied in the roof areas where the aesthetics are really important. So these two types of welding techniques make the frame stronger and more rigid. And you know what? Like those welding robots also have the AI technology. They're really smart so that it can automatically adjust the welding temperature based on the surrounding environment. So those welding robots are produced by Hyundai Ria.
되게 많다.
You can choose a color you want.
빨강 해볼까?
During the several layers of thin particles are applied to give durability and character to each part. Did you know the painting process takes the most time in producing a vehicle?
No.
While the entire process takes around 21 hours, the painting alone takes around 11 hours. It takes the half. The reason is because the car body needs to be soaked into the electrostatic ink to prevent rusting, so it can rotate 20,000 times per minute. You can also check more than 150 color options that Hyundai Motor Company has developed. And now we're going to move on to the left. So during the assembly process, around 20,000 to 30,000 auto parts are assembled together to complete one vehicle. So touch this part, please. And press the button. So during the assembly process, around those robot arms are used to help assemble heavy parts and pressure glasses instead of human workers. This makes the process faster, accurate. It can also reduce the physical strain in human workers. The human workers also play a really important role. They're often involved in the complex tasks, such as assembling the engines and transmissions, which require more attention. So both human workers and robots are working together to do the best job. And there are also quality keepers in each process that are responsible for conducting quality checks and inspections to ensure that the vehicle meets the quality standards. There are 90 airbags on the wall. All these 90 airbags are applied for the Genesis front passenger and driver side. You also walk along the wall like this. The sensors on the cell will detect your movement with the light effect. And you can also find the airbags with the palm images. If you push apart, you can also check out how they inflated this way. Oh. You can try other airbags as well. And now we're going to learn more about the airbags. So in this airbag showcase, you can explore the locations and types of the airbags that are actually installed in the automobile. So the car you're looking at right now is the previous Genesis DH model with 9 airbags inside. As you see, there are 2 curtain airbags on both sides, which protects the passenger's head. And there are also 4 side airbags inside, which protects the passenger's main body and shoulder. And you can also see 1 knee airbag underneath the steering wheel. And there are 2 more hidden airbags inside. So we're going to see in action, but it might sound. Would you like to step back a little bit? 3, 2, 1. So this is just an example, but when the real airbag deploys, it's much louder than this and only takes 0.03 seconds. It's actually faster than we can think. And we're going to move on to the next area. In this area, you will experience our various safety features used in Hyundai vehicles. Please note that the video will be displayed all sides, including the front floor. Especially on the right side of the wall, various information about the safety technology will be displayed for your reference. And please also be aware that there might be a lot of crash sound with the collision scene at the end of the video, and the part on your left side will be part of the movie as well. Shall we begin the movie now? Please enjoy.
네.
Let me tell you about the others. I'll start with the basics. For example, this family of dummies helps us prevent accidents and keep passengers safe. You can see 4 kinds of safety features with this family. We also run a small overlap car crash test that helps us develop important safety features. You won't see these tests anywhere else. Ooh. Now, let's get started.
Dad, where are we going?
We're going to the Automobile Research Center.
To see cars? Awesome!
Welcome to the Crash Test Research Center.
We're the ones who make sure your cars are safe. Today, we're going to show you a small overlap crash test.
And go. I hope that didn't scare you. Let's take a closer look. These tests may seem extreme, but they lead to better safety technology.
This is the actual car that was used in the small overlap test conducted by IIHS. So it stands for Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. It's one of the most renowned US organizations that conducts evaluations of vehicle safety and provides ratings to people. So this test was intended to collide with the barrier at 25% of the vehicle on the driver's side with a speed of 64 kilometers per hour. So even though the front side was damaged, the center pillar made of the advanced high-strength steel kept the shape to protect the passengers. And thanks to the airbags and seatbelts were activated properly, the dummy inside the car remained safe as well. Okay, let's take a look at the dummy family behind you. You can actually touch this dummy. And this dummy is also known as the most expensive magnet in the world. Can you estimate how much a single dummy would cost? Actually, there are all different dummies, like different types of dummies, such as in-band dummies, magnet dummies, and granny dummies, so that we can collect much of the information from the accident. But a single dummy is generally cost up to, like $100,000. This is the technology space where you can experience our main technology of future mobility developed by Hyundai Motor Company. So we're going to start with the video first. Please enjoy.
Welcome to the future of mobility. As the global climate crisis unfolds, we face the challenge of developing new strategies, new technologies, new ways of life to save our planet. Traffic jams negatively affect our lives on a daily basis. The number of accidents is growing, and the air we breathe is becoming more and more polluted. Did you know that global transport, including road, air, and water, causes up to 14% of air pollution? As CO2 emissions around the world increase, the quality of the air we breathe keeps deteriorating. We need greener and clean mobility now. Scientists, engineers, and designers have come together and developed mobility technologies that can help reduce our carbon footprint and keep our air clean. We believe hydrogen energy will be a key to the future we imagine.
So welcome to the Future Mobility Lab. And here at Future Mobility, many researchers in University have been working day and night to find a solution to the air pollution problems. And we have finally developed eco-friendly vehicle that runs on only hydrogen fuel cells. The hydrogen fuel cell creates energy by binding hydrogen ions to oxygen ions collected from the air around us. So this process produces minimal pollution and only emit water and clean air. Now we're going to test the mechanism together to see how it works. As you see, there are 9 cubes on the table. We're going to set the cubes into the square in order. So let me show you the cubes into the square. It's going to be activated like this. So this is the most important part in the next step, which is the fuel cell step. So in order to activate it properly, we need the clean air along with hydrogen. So let's create clean air. You see the polluted air here? So we're going to purify the air by using cube number 2, air filter. And now I'm going to deliver the clean air to the fuel cell stack by using cube number 3. This is the air compressor.
손은 다 네가 한다.
And now we are going to control the amount of hydrogen entry. This is the fuel processing unit. Can you imagine what the ability to do for city looks like? 6, everyone ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning. Nice weather today. Where do you want to go?
Let's take a look in front of the vehicle. You can see there's no steering wheels and pedal.
Hi, Esling. Today we're going to this fantastic national park with lots of interesting plants and animals.
Honey, did we turn off the kitchen light before we left?
I think so, but, actually, I'm not sure. Don't worry. You can check here. The lights are on. Would you like me to switch the lights off?
Yes, please.
All the milk in the refrigerator has run out. Do you want to order the fresh milk before you arrive? Yes, please order it. Thank you.
And you can see the silver. Perfect.
Wow.
Oh, it says the temperature in the forest drops down at night. I might need a warmer jacket.
Well, let's get one then. S-Link, please find the nearest S-Link clothing store.
Sure.
Let's customize our jacket on the go. You can choose a color, pattern, function patch, make your own jacket on the go.
I found the nearest S-Link store. Here's the best option for you.
Perfect.
Customize your own jacket, selecting color and details. To complete your order, tap the purchase button, or your order will be placed within 10 seconds.
And please tap the part in the center.
Order completed.
The Future Smart Mobility solution not only dramatically reduces the arrival time to your destination, but it also allows the passengers to enjoy various experiences on the go. And this PBV, also known as purpose-built vehicle, can be also transformed into facilities, such as cafes, restaurants, and even hospitals, depending on its purpose. So the vehicle literally becomes the space of life beyond simple transportation. So in the future, cars can become more than just a vehicle. Rather, they become an adaptive space that feature everyday needs. And this vehicle is going to be commercialized by 2030. Welcome to the connectivity space. The Element Company is making an endless effort to make the future mobility a reality with eco-friendliness, autonomy, and connectivity. So in this connected digital, you will find interactive art that aims to emotionally express the hyper-connected era. So as we have experienced in the future vehicles, our technologies not only interact with each other to provide optimal driving service, but now you'll see how they also connect your home. So did you enjoy the smart location?
Yes.
You can experience the 72 moving pendulum yourself. So let me show you first. So we're going to try one by one. So we will open the new. So now we're inside the vertical green elevator, and we will begin our journey up to see the design space. So this elevator is a very symbolic space for Hyundai Motor Studio Plant. So this elevator gives the visitor the feeling of looking at the forest by planting refreshing trees instead of walls or hard pillar. And now you will see a beautiful palm tree in from Jeju Island.
Wow.
And you can also see the plant stage we passed by. You know what? This elevator can fit 152 people inside. In this area, we will experience our design philosophy, centuries rules. There are 1,411 kinetic pools in the center, and this kinetical sculpture has got the IF Design Award in 2015.
보여? 내가 가는데 너가 있는데 이렇게 그리고
And next will be our last exhibition, and it's a 10mm complete high-performance vehicle brand that offers the joy of dynamic driving not only on the racetrack but also in everyday life. So Hyundai's high-performance vehicle brand and got its name from the initial of Namyang, where Hyundai Motors Global R&D Center is located. So all the high-performance end models are born in Namyang and owned in Brooklyn. This is the actual part I-20 WRC that won the Germany Rally in 2014. So WRC stands for World Rally Championship. It's one of the largest car racing companies in the world. During the morning ride, you can also go back to this area. You can enjoy the Focal Simulator. So from this part, the Entering Experience Hall, you have been on a journey of experience in Hyundai Motor Studio Gwen. I hope your time through the Instant Car journey was meaningful for you, and the car has now came to you as not only a means of transportation, but fundamental and meaningful part of your life. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and it was my great pleasure to be your tour guide today.